Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and as you can read from the title already, it's something new. It's a new series that we just came up with. This is called Snazz Up Your Setup. It's a monthly show, the first Friday of every month. We're going to cover gadgets, accessories, and all that jazz to spice up and snazz up your battle station for your work or for gaming. So let's jump into it. All right, so first we have some really cool RGB USB-C cables. They're from Vivify. They also do RGB HDMI cables if you're interested in that. They are fairly short, I suppose about 3 feet, but they're really good for charging your controller, charging your phone, charging your Bluetooth mechanical keyboards, and they charge very quickly. We have 2 colors, red and blue, but they also come with a green color as well. In the daytime, they don't look all that spectacular, but at night when the lights get dim and you're not turning on all of the lights in your room or your living room, office, wherever, it really starts to pop and shine, and it looks really cool if you're charging your phone at night and you want to know where your phone is at all times. You can see the path of the cable and find your phone easily that way. So it's really up to you to figure out what you want to do with it. For us, we use it to charge our phones at night, but we also use it to quickly charge any Bluetooth mechanical keyboards that fit the port. So I do have some problems with it, although it's really cool. The port that actually has the USB-C part come out, it's quite thick. It's a little bit fat, so it doesn't fit every Bluetooth keyboard that we have, and it doesn't really even fit my phone case, so I have to take off my phone case to plug it in to charge my phone. Definitely some things that could be fixed there, but overall it looks really good. And then the second thing is, of course, if you want to spice up your Instagram posts or your Facebook Lives, things like that, and you want to do more recording of keyboard sounds or different setup things, but you don't have a DSLR or a fancy camera, you only have your phone. We have a phone tripod that adjusts to varying heights, and I use it a lot to just take some behind the scenes photos, some behind the scenes videos of what's going on when we're recording our videos with our DSLR. I also use it to record typing test sounds and things like that when the camera's in use for other things. So it's very easy to use. It's super portable, very lightweight, and it can adjust from vertical to horizontal. It can get up to my height, and I'm 5'1", not the tallest, I know, but it pretty much gets the job done. It has a very stable base. You can collapse all of it, and it's just a stick. I just really like it. It also comes with a Bluetooth remote that works with Apple or Android phones. If you want to take pictures or start a video, but you're away from the tripod or camera itself, you just press that button and it pairs real quick and connects really easily. So if you're interested in doing more content creation and not really wanting to pay $100+ for a nice tripod, or don't really want to pay for a nice camera, I think that's a really good way to go. The third thing to snazz up your setup here is actually this hoodie, or this company that makes hoodies based on keycap sets. Right now they have PBT Islander, they have GMK Noel, they have Mizu, which is really cool. That one is new. It's approved by Rensuya, the keycap designer himself of Mizu, and it's really cool looking. They're very comfortable, very plush, and the best thing that I think is really cool that they put thought into is that there's no tags on any of the seams. There's none behind your neck. There's none on the side where the washing instructions usually are. Their branding actually is on the very back side on the bottom end of the hoodie, and it doesn't scratch. It's just printed on there, and it's very comfortable to wear. Also, I'm digging the shoelace style drawstrings. It has a hoodie, of course, but they also do t-shirts, and if you don't really like any of their options on there. You can submit your own keycap set or colorway, and they have designers that will get to that and make you a customized hoodie. So go check them out. They're called KeebNerd. You've probably seen them on the Reddit forums recently, but link is down below in the description box. Super comfortable. I really dig the PBT Islander one because it has a lot of tropical fruits that a lot of people just don't really know or haven't really tried, but if you're in the know, then you're in the know. All right, 4 is a wooden wrist rest. It looks really good with a wooden setup, which is pretty much what we use. My husband has a dark wood setup, I have a light wood setup, and it looks very good. It matches with the desk, it matches with the overall aesthetic of the living room, and the branding is really quite subtle. Compared to cushiony wrist rests, wood ones, I think, are more comfortable to use. They provide a more stable base. And on top of that, if you turn it around, you can see the intensity of the non-slip rubber coating on the back. It's actually more than what I thought it would be, and that's really cool. They're very affordable. They sell it for various sizes for their keyboards. They have a 10 keyless one, full size, 75%, and 65%. So it's gonna fit into your setup. And if Keychron doesn't have a size that you want, there are other companies. Glorious makes their own wooden wrist rests as well for 60%, TKL, and full size. All right, number 5 is a wooden phone stand. It doesn't need to be wood, I suppose. If it doesn't fit into your setup, it doesn't need to be wood. I personally just like wooden accessory things in general, but rather than my phone sitting on my desk or going off to nowhere, I'm always losing my phone. I don't know about you, but I lose my phone all the time, just all the time. And because my phone's black and the case is black, it just blends in with everything. So now that this stand is here on my desk, I'll just put it back where it belongs. And alongside that, it has a standing angle, so if I get any alerts or notifications, a quick glance is enough. I don't actually have to pick it up, check out the notification, put it back down, get distracted or whatever in between that. I can glance at it, say, okay, not important, and then go back to work. And you know, productivity is where it's at, right? All right, number 6 is a monitor stand or an organizer of some sort. You know that on my desk, and still is, I'm still working on this myself, but we bought this monitor stand for my husband, Jake, and it's looking real good. It's dark wood, it has multi-tiers so that you can put miscellaneous things in the bottom, miscellaneous things in the middle, and then the monitor on top. It's great to clear up space on your desk if you have any papers just hanging about, making it look really messy. Just put it in there and then it's all good. But you know, I've been using a textbook. You know what textbook? Supple Leopard, of course. If you're interested in becoming a Supple Leopard and more flexible and more mobile, check out the link in the description box. Sort of a running joke at this point because it's always on my desk, but soon, perhaps next month, I will get my own monitor stand and organizer, and then the desk will just be so snazzy you won't even know what to say. But it's very affordable. It's about $25 on Amazon. There's various different types, various different colors that they sell, different heights. Some are even adjustable. So if you've been using textbooks or blocks or foam or whatever to raise up your monitor and you're looking for something a little bit different, then this is a really good option. Okay, number 7 actually is something that I built a while back. I'm gonna talk about it in another video if I have the time to before the holidays, but that is a Keyhive Maypad. It's a number pad essentially, but it can also function as a macro pad. I sort of use it for both, and it's a through-hole PCB. It comes with all the parts that you need, but you do need to be able to solder. You have to solder in the diodes, and I think that you just solder in the diodes and you solder in the switches, and they must be PCB mounted switches since there's no plate. And you have to have keycaps, of course, for the number pad, and if you want the stabilizers for the 0, plus, and enter, then it needs 3 to use stabilizers. But it looks very cool. I use the matching keycap set for my KB75 on my desk. And it's great for inputting numbers. You can move it out of the way when you're not inputting numbers, and you can leave it on the left side. It's really convenient actually, and makes a lot of more available space on the right side for my hand and my mouse, and it's really comfortable. And it's affordable. I think the whole thing was about $18. It's less than 20. If you're paying for switches, then it may be a little bit more, but I don't know, you might have some switches laying around that you lubed or you replaced with better switches that came out of a hot swap board. Just plug those in and it's probably fine. And then, of course, last one is switch and click keyboard-inspired tees and hoodies. We just opened up our Teespring shop. We have some pretty classic designs on there, I would say, but we're working with different designers and different artists to come up with better, cooler, more unique designs than the ones we have on there now. Samples are coming to us very soon, but I can say that they're quite fancy and they sort of inspire conversation between people who are aware of those terms or aware of what you're talking about. And for people that are sort of outside the whole keyboard circle, it's like, what is that? Like, I'm curious. But for people inside the keyboard circle, it's like, you're cool. So, you know, if you're interested, check that out as well. Links are down below too. Yeah, just check it out. You don't have to buy anything. Just, you know, see what we got. And if you have any suggestions for future designs, we can definitely try and work something out with designers and other people. But that was the first episode of Snazz Up Your Setup. Hope you got some kind of ideas. We're working through making our battle stations a little bit more fancy and upscale. Not really upscale, more just fancy, more organized, less clutter. It's different taking a picture just for Instagram or Facebook or whatever and having everything be clean versus actually living and working every day in a space where you have papers, you have notes, everything's just flying about and moving all the time. We're gonna come up with one for cable management soon. So if you have any cable management tips, like just post them down below. My cable management is terrible. I need help. But I hope you enjoy this episode and this series idea that we just came up with last month. I'm personally very excited. So it's pretty cool. It's different though. And I hope you enjoy that. We're trying to venture a little bit outside of keyboards, but also keep that quite close. Click here for a video by us that we think you would like. And then click here, of course, for our ASMR playlist for all of your productivity keyboard sounds, and subscribe here if you want to. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.